Hello there, my Gummy Nice, and welcome back to the Echo Chamber. Alright, so I did not know that this was going to come out as quickly as it is right now, but I am thoroughly happy about it. I am thoroughly surprised, but I'm also thoroughly happy. Okay, getting into episode 2 of season 1 of Helluva Boss, the episode entitled Loo Loo Land. That being said, let's go on and get into this.
Vivia's calling us, Stella.
You get up.
Via, what troubles you, my owlet?
Daddy! Daddy! I had a dream. A really bad dream.
A nightmare.
I was looking all over the palace, and I couldn't find you anywhere. You weren't there.
There, Via, it's okay. You're okay. When you're scared and you don't know where I am, you must remember, no matter what happens to me, I will never be far away from my special little starfire. It always seems...
Oh god, before they get into a song here, the only thing I really got to say on that is nothing, actually. This is a very wholesome moment. I guess I'm actually shocked to the idea that they are actually having a wholesome moment like this. I mean, it's not unreasonable to suggest they'd be able to have a moment like this, but at the same time, given the nature of what we've seen from this show, and given the nature of what we've seen from this character so far, I am not expecting it to have happened, especially when it comes to demons. But then again, I do not know how the functionality of hell works down here. Okay, demons are so much more different than what they ought to be when it comes to Has-Been Hotel. Okay, when it comes to the entirety of this series. So I'm just. I mean, even with the whole aspect of having a nightmare, isn't that just weird for anyone else? Is it just me, or is that weird for anyone else? I mean, you'd think it'd be like I had a good dream or something like that, but whatever. I guess because these guys are still pretty much human in their personality and a lot of the aspects that represent their character. The only thing that's different necessarily would be the fact that they're in hell. I mean, there are some differences here and there in terms of like the hierarchy and stuff of hell. Look, again, I don't know how all that works, but I'm assuming a lot of the functionality is probably still the same with them. And maybe they could just be really human down on the inside. You never know. Anyway, continuing on.
How silence grows under the moon. Constellations gone so soon. Now all my stories have been told, except for one. You'll be okay. Everything will be okay. And you will be okay. When I'm gone, you'll be okay. The sky upon the last day, and you will be okay.
Okay, I'm not going to lie. Just the whole entirety of that music, it honestly kind of brought a manly tear to my eye. Look, I really respect the nature of fatherhood, and this is just one of those brilliantly great moments that's so well executed. I mean, you think, and I know that there's probably most parents out there, including most fathers, who have done this for their kids, who, I mean, some of them may not think it's that big of a deal, but you know, when you actually get a chance to just see it, and maybe something like this could help you, like from the outside looking in, like, hey, the importance of fathers in the home, right? The importance of fathers being around there to raise their children. You know, it's kind of, like I said, this is kind of like just one of those really good, most wholesome moments. I didn't have much to say. I just enjoyed the music of it. I just enjoyed the moment itself. So, continuing on.
You slept with an imp, and now I'm fucking back.
It wasn't expected. I didn't have time to go to a motel.
A motel? Like a fucking plebeian?
My world is burning down around me.
You want to fuck this one too?
No, of course not.
You are a goddamn embarrassment. I'm not spending another moment looking at your pathetic, imp-sucking face!
To be fair, I know that some people may think that she's overreacting, but technically speaking, he is virtually a serial cheater. I mean, we heard what Stolas was saying last episode, even in terms of his proposal and wanting to get into bed. I'm not going to lie, this guy is kind of a scumbag. But of course, over a period of number of years, stuff can change in a relationship. This isn't necessarily uncommon as people may think it is now. I'm not suggesting that you go out there and cheat, nor am I justifying anyone who does go out there and cheat. I'm just saying I recognize the idea that over time, things seem to change when it comes to, you know, people and in terms of their relationships and, you know, habits that they tend to develop. And then certain bad habits that they also tend to develop, you know, over time. So I'm not necessarily defending him, but at the same time, I can totally and entirely understand why her reaction would be justified. And I probably would be more on her side, despite, you know, how kind of crazy she is getting a little bit here. But, you know, I'm definitely more on her side. And that I understand that things in relationships do tend to change after a number of years of being with a person.
Why don't we go to Loo Loo Land?
I'm not 5 anymore.
You always were so happy when I took you to Loo Loo Land. What do you say we go there again? Have a day. Just the 2 of us.
I'd rather kill myself.
There we go. Anything but staying in this house. Now, I'll arrange our security.
Security for a theme park?
We're rich and we're hot. People want our money and our bodies.
Oh, money maybe.
Speak for yourself, princess.
You know, to be fair, I cannot disagree with that. Rich and hot, yeah. To go to a theme park, yeah. Now, I mean, for crying out loud, if I was rich, okay, I'd probably do the same thing. I mean, I already got the hot part covered down. But if I was rich, if I was rich, I'd probably end up doing the same thing. You know, just kind of like to protect me, because if you guys have ever been to like a theme park, you've ever been to Disneyland and stuff like that, it is not as cute and friendly as they make it seem on the posters. I mean, you are likely to get robbed. You are likely to be attacked. This is stuff that happens. I mean, even if it's not in a high ratio of stuff to happen, yeah, it happens. Especially with so many people around. It's just bound to happen. I probably would have security too. It just makes sense. Any large public gatherings or public events, you probably just want security. It makes sense. So, yeah, reasonable.
Now, I'm calling the only man who can me.
Fuck, man, why is this so basic? What the hell is this park? This is such bare bones, God. I was expecting Disney World, but I got fucking Six Flags. Jesus Christ. Oh, man. That's hilarious.
But she said it was literal.
Wow! I haven't been to this place since I was a tot. It hasn't changed a bit. Oh! Look! It's big wobbly!
That is deeply upsetting.
No. Come on, Moxie. Not upsetting. Expected. That's what I was looking forward to. Something as danky and as janky and as fucked up as that. Because why not? It's hell. You'd think by now we would get the understanding that this is hell. So there we go. Satisfy my expectations. Okay? I don't want to be overwhelmed. I don't want to be underwhelmed. I want to be whelmed.
Oh, come on! It's fun! You've never been here?
No, theme parks always disturb me. Especially the mascots.
Well, hey there! I'm Loo Loo. Welcome to Loo Loo Land. If y'all get hurt here, just try and sue us.
Look, Thea, it's Loo Loo.
I have a question.
Well, ask away, little girlie.
Is it true this park is just a really shameless spin-off of Lucifer's far more popular Loo Loo World?
No?
This place reeks of insecure corporate shame.
Why don't we go check out the rides?
That chick's creepy, huh?
Yeah, wait till her dad tries to diddle your holes.
What's that mean?
Don't talk to me. I know you're a pervert under there.
Yeah.
I mean, but aren't all people who wear mascots really just secretly perverted? Again, for about the average time of work, which would be around 8 hours a day, you are dressed like that. In some aspect of your life, you are inherently perverted. Again, this is very suspected. Okay, look. Okay, let me kind of like be a bit more serious. No hatred to people who do this as a job or a career or whatever. Okay, I'm not hating on you, and I'm not saying everyone. Blah 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 blah. You know, all that corporate nonsense stuff that you're supposed to say. Oh.
Oh, look, Thea! You used to cry such tears of joy at this show. Oh, no.
I hate that fucking clown.
I'm gonna be entirely honest. Now, look, I've been to my fair share of theme parks. I don't think or at least I don't ever remember going to the circus. Okay, or like a circus show. I don't ever remember that, but I would have always thought that was traumatizing. Okay, I've heard so many stories of children who've been traumatized going to circuses. So I'm okay with them being afraid of that, or, you know, them having some PTSD, because let's be honest here, there's a reason I never want to go, and I can't remember if I was. You know, it's probably that traumatic. Even if I had been, there's probably that traumatic. It was probably that traumatic that I don't remember it. I've blocked it out of my memory. So yeah, understandable.
Hello, step right up and win a thing.
Oh, look, Moxie! A thing!
Oh, you like that thing?
Yes! I don't really know what that thing is, but I want that thing!
Finally, some thing I can handle.
Stop it. Get some help.
Okay, was that meant to be sexual? I mean, I don't know. I don't know with this show. Okay, maybe that was me looking too into it, but that whole frame of reference just seemed like it meant to be sexual. Classic carnival games. Just shoot the thing, and then you win a prize. Yeah, tickets, win prizes. Yeah, I mean, all of it seems very mundane, and you can feel quite melancholy doing all this, but I think it's just the atmosphere and the ambiance that people really get into when it comes to these things. And of course, you know, it's always great for the children because it's big, it's flashy, it's something new, and then there's a lot of stupid things for parents to waste their money and time on to get these kids that they're never going to play with, they're never really going to use, and next thing you know, crippling debt sets in from spending over $1,000 in a fucking theme park. God, I hate children sometimes. I'll probably have to edit that one out. Shit.
Ow! Strike one, little man.
But I hit it.
I don't know what to tell you, buddy. The target, see? It didn't go down. So yeah, no go, bro.
The heavens wrong with this thing?
Oh man, a real shame, I tell you.
Another!
Dude, come on. You're smarter than this. Can't you tell when you're being tricked? It's obviously a rigged machine. Classic. I mean, look, I know because people in the comments are going to tell me, but he's never been to a theme park. He want to blah, blah, blah. No. I'm sorry. Miss Girlfriend, tell your mans this machine is rigged. Just go up there and kill the guy and steal the stuff anyway. That's what I would do.
Is that lit so my sensors spot a bear? I guess the kitties are still running away from you, huh?
The O is silent now.
Just like your audience always was when you told your lazy jokes here.
Bitch, I make more money killing people than you do being a cheap-ass robo ripoff of an overrated sellout jester!
Someone's salty. Real or not, though, people love me. Does anybody love you?
No, but I'm really good with guns now.
Ooh! Now here's where the show gets good.
Dance, bitch!
Torches! I say, get your inconvenient torches here! Ow! I said ow!
Oh, what a mouth.
No, I believe your line was, "What does that mouth do?"
I take it you are not having fun.
I didn't even want to come here.
I'm sorry, sweetie. I thought you loved it here.
When I was a kid and my parents didn't hate each other. My dad didn't flirt with a weird red dickhead the entire time.
I'm sorry, Via. I'm sorry for everything happening right now. I know it's a lot. I should have listened.
I just want to go home. But home doesn't even feel like home anymore. You ruined it.
You need to understand. Your mother and I felt she's always been. I haven't been. We weren't in. I'm sorry. I don't have the words.
Are you gonna run off with him? And leave me behind? Go away where I can't find you?
What? No. No, never. I'd never do that. Never. I think it's time to leave this place. You were right. You are too old for it anyway.
There you go. Way to step up your game, man. I'm glad at you. I'm glad. Look, you can't forgive nor justify his actions of being a father up until this point, but it's moments like this that really help bring it all together. I'm glad he found his spark again. I don't know if he's going to keep it up. Probably not. I do not see it going that way, but I hope he does. I hope he does. And Octavia, this is the first step. Forgiveness is probably the hardest thing in the world that you can do. I'm not saying she's there yet, but yeah, I think this is a nice step. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest. This was probably the most wholesome episode that we are going to see this entire season. I'm not sticking to that wholeheartedly, but at the same time, I kind of believe it. And we're continuing on.
So, what would you like to do now?
Oh, can we go to Stylish Coles? They sell weird taxidermy there.
Okay.
Thanks, Dad. You're okay sometimes.
Thank you, Via. Thank you.
All right, and that was the end right there. Like I said, pretty much the most wholesome episode I think we're going to see this season. It was genuinely good because it was funny. There wasn't as much action necessarily, or I guess how I would describe it. There wasn't as much focus upon action. It was actually just focused upon the story and the characters themselves, which is perfectly fine. Okay, so definitely not like last episode, and that's good. You don't want to just sit here and kind of just copy and paste and just throw everything down. You do want some difference to be there. You want to be able to differentiate between the episodes going forward. So yeah, it was actually nice, and I'm gonna be honest, I like it way more than Murder Family. I do. I mean, because, like, don't get me wrong, that was a good episode. It has some of its good moments, but this really showcased the quality being elevated. Okay, the humor worked, the timing was great. I mean, the jokes were pretty solid. Again, not all of them were going to land. And then there was a lot of classic stuff in here that they tended to poke fun at and kind of like, trope up a little bit more. And then it was just a father and daughter. And how tumultuous that relationship can sometimes be depending on the action of the parents. So, yeah. Or the children also. But, so yeah. Definitely better than the first episode for me. So, what can I say? I'm looking forward to more in the future. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace. And to all my Gummy Knights, new and old, just remember, this is a man's world, but it would be nothing without his brain and his bronze. And lying is indeed the most fun that a woman can have. without taking off her clothes. Good night.
Swear to stick it up in you, trying to listen, or we're still so young, desperate for attention. I aim to be your eyes, trophy boys, trophy wives. Applause, applause, no wait, dear studio audience, I've an announcement to make. It seems the artists these days are not who you think, so we'll pick back up on that on another page.